Welcome to the very first Think Deeper podcast live episode with professional boxer Abdul Khan. At just 23, Bolton-born Abdul is already 15 fights unbeaten. A former Commonwealth silver super featherweight title holder whose career has taken him from Manchester to Dubai and Ghana. Disciplined, grounded, and quietly ambitious, he carries a famous boxing name, but he is clearly building a legacy of his own. So as you listen to Abdul's story tonight, ask yourself, how much of who you are has been handed to you, and how much are you willing to choose and create all for yourself? Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So now this is a little ritual that we do. We've had some singing bowls on set. I'm about to do our very own version. We've placed some words in here. I'm going to play the bowl. It's entirely up to you how you want to be. You can close your eyes, whatever, go with the flow. It just aligns the energies. Okay. So, if you may pick your first word.
Hunger.
Hunger. Where did your obsession to fight, because I feel like it is, you have so much conviction, where did that fight first begin for you?
I just enjoy boxing, so you got to do something you really enjoy and you really love. So for me, it's not even a job or anything. It's more of a passion, and I just love doing it. So something I love doing, you naturally get the hunger for because you set your targets, you set your goals, and what I've set myself I want to do in the sport. That's my hunger to get there, and it's all about short-term, medium, long-term goals. So that's what keeps me hungry.
But you have like a really unwavering belief that you will be the world's greatest. How is that?
It's just faith in your own hard work and your preparation towards fights. So that's what gives me that belief that no matter what, I'm always going to come out on top because I've sacrificed a lot. I work hard every day. I live for this sport. So that's why, I've got this unwavering belief that, no matter what, I'll always, achieve what I set my mind to.
Sacrifice is a key word, and a lot of my guests have said this on the podcast every time we talk about ambition. What has the cost been for your ambition so far that people on the outside world would never really see?
A lot, to be honest. You sacrifice a lot in boxing, and even in anything, whatever you want to, achieve in life, you've got to sacrifice a lot, and I've had to sacrifice a lot. I've had to sacrifice, not going out with my friends and, family. I'm missing out on events and missing out on occasions, a lot of things. And, when you're dialed in and, can't eat this, can't go there, a lot of things. And, that's what separates, the good from the great. So, you've got to keep your mind on it.
And just talking about your kind of training and what you do, I mean, I've followed you for some time. Some of your training regime is brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that you're doing a lot of kind of mind training as well as physical body training. What kind of preventative measures are you putting in place at this early age to make sure you have the longevity?
I do a lot of recovery stuff as well. It's not just about training too hard and, full on output. It's all about getting it back as well and recovering. And, I take my rest when I need to take a rest. I listen to my body, my nutrition, it has to be on point, so I can, refuel again and go again when I need to go again. So, all these little percentages that add up, and, on fight night, it separates, who's done it correctly. And because anyone can, go smash the gym out without any recovery, and that can only burn you out. And you learn from what you've done in the past. And, when I was younger, I used to be, wanting it too much, so I used to get ill because I used to train too hard without the right nutrition. But now as I get older, maturing, You know, you listen to the people around you, like your coach, and he'll tell you when to, take your, foot off the brake, and that's how it's foot off the gas, and that's what it's been.
I mentioned earlier on with our headline sponsors, Necco, that the whole preventative measure is really, really important. What other things do you do to make sure that you don't get in that space? I know you've told me about what you did, what mistakes you made earlier on, but like looking forward in terms of planning, what does that look like for you? Getting yourself prepared for fights.
Getting myself prepared for fights. I work with um, a guy from Manchester called Adam. He's got like a biohacking place, so I'll get my hyperbaric treatment done. I'll get my cryotherapy, which is good for my body. It helps prevent injuries and a lot of things, and stretching and a lot of physio, so it's good.
What about those times when you really don't want to get out of bed? I mean, I try my best to get to the gym, but some days I'm like, I really don't want to go. What happens when that happens to you? And does it happen to you?
Yeah, it happens to everybody, but you gotta know why you're doing it. Will your opponent, what will he be doing at this time? So that's what keeps me, always on edge a little bit. I've always got to get up no matter what. Obviously, if my body's completely sore, I'm going to listen to my body and take the time off. But if I'm just fatigued, I'll just still get up and go to the gym and do what I got to do. But that's what it comes down to. I really enjoy doing it. So it's not really like a chore. It's more like I want to get there and want to train. And
I think you're crazy. Some
wanna
of the
put it
stuff
in.
I've seen you do, there's not
Yeah.
a chance. I literally am like, how is it even possible?
Yeah.
Can you pick the next word for me, please?
Stillness.
Stillness. So in a world of absolute movement, how do you find stillness?
Just downtime. To be honest, being around the right people, hanging out with my friends, and just with family time. The little things.
No breath work, no, none of this stuff.
No, like breath work, yeah, because when I go to the recovery place, obviously we're doing a lot of breathing there with the hyperbaric chamber mass, so that stuff kind of helps as well. That helps me, find myself and be present. Obviously, before being in the ring, you gotta be present. You don't want to be thinking about what's just happened or what's gonna happen. You want to be focused on the task ahead. So, being present is the main thing.
Being present is what we're trying to get everyone to do today,
Yeah.
to be honest, and I'm hoping people are on that journey. You're all watching, so that's a good thing. What happens to you I love watching boxing. Sometimes it is quite brutal, but what happens what's going on inside your mind in those like final moments before the bell's about to ring?
You just gotta, forget everything and just focus on the task ahead. Not even thinking about winning. It's more about thinking about what I'm gonna do to this guy. What I've been working on with my trainer for the past, how many weeks prior to the fight. And that's where it comes down to being present. I've got to deliver the task at hand, and that itself will get me the win. So, it's just taking them little steps. You're not thinking too much and stop thinking too ahead. And not letting the occasion get to you. I think that's another one where fighters sometimes fold. But it's just, being present and enjoying it now because the hard work's been done. So, yeah.
Enjoying it in the ring?
Yeah, I enjoy
in a
it
moment
more.
where you might get your face smashed in.
Absolutely, that's what I signed up to.
Yeah, touche. What has boxing taught you about yourself and about control outside of the ring that matters more than any punch you'll ever throw inside the ring?
Probably like discipline, to be honest. Discipline and I'm willing to get through, the hard days. Just getting through it, and that's that's the main thing, to be honest. Discipline. I think it helps me with a lot of things in life. Staying on track and being resilient too. So yeah.
Amazing. Let's pick your final word.
Weight.
So some weight is measured on a scale, as you know. You've done plenty of weigh-ins in your time, and some weighs heavy mentally. What has been the most challenging out of the two for you?
Obviously, mental's always the most challenging for anybody. Physicals, it's just your body, but you gotta control your mind. So, for me, obviously the weight of you carry, and not even just in boxing, but just life itself. You gotta know when to how to manage things like that, and not letting that get into your profession. You know what I'm saying? So, just keeping away from all distractions and all drama, and just keeping myself to myself. That just stops all that added pressure.
I remember a time when I was talking to you and you were about to fight. You'd done the weigh-in and everything,
Mm.
and then they cancelled your flight. They
Yeah,
cancelled your fight because you were sick.
yeah, yeah. That was food poisoning. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was bad. That was in Nigeria, so
it was in
that was in
Nigeria.
Nigeria, so yeah.
Yeah. Did you expect it to happen?
I was warned. I was warned. Be careful of the water, but I didn't
Were
listen.
you eating on the stalls? What happened? Why
No,
did you
no,
get?
no.
How did you get food poisoning?
I don't even know what I ate. Like, I was eating clean pretty much, so But even then, like after that, I was a bit down. I didn't fight,
Yeah,
so I just pulled myself back together and said, you know what, is what it is. Just on to the next now, and
yeah.
use that as an experience. So yeah,
And then you fought at Wembley.
yeah. I've had 2 fights since. 2 good wins, and I'm scheduled to fight again in August. So that'll be in Leeds on the 8th of August. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing. What do you think you've let go of emotionally that's made you a more lighter, more sharper Abdul Khan that you are?
Probably anger, to be honest. Yeah,
Right?
just not even like letting anything get to me. Just taking everything as a pinch of salt. Just not be too bothered about anything. But but be bothered about things that matter.
Mm.
Your family, and but
Because
just
just
don't
tell us a
let.
little bit of background in terms of your father
Yeah.
and that
So I only
story.
live with my mum. I only grew up with my mum, but that was obviously like hard growing up. Without a father, but it only made me who I am, and I think it's matured me a lot. I'm more aware of myself. So I just don't let anything kind of get to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Told you he would be a good one, didn't I? Hey.
Mm.
Okay, so now it is your turn. There should be on the screens some prompts. So if you can open your journals, and there is a prompt for you to complete, and then an action. There's a couple of examples there, just in case you might be thinking, I don't know what that means. So you can see from there. And we're going to give you about 5 minutes to complete that. And this kind of sums up our little experience with the amazing Abdul Khan. Don't go anywhere yet. in the studio for participants. Has reminded us that strength isn't only about how much we can carry. Sometimes it's about having the courage to put something down. Hunger can move us forward, and stillness can help us hear ourselves. But letting go of the weight that no longer belongs to us can change absolutely everything. So whatever you wrote in your journal, at home and in the studio, tonight, don't leave it on the page. Take one small action towards feeling lighter, clearer, and more like the person that you are becoming. Thank you so much for joining us for the very first Think Deeper Podcast Live episode. Let us know in the comments what you are ready to stop carrying, and please subscribe, like, comment, and share this episode with someone who you might need, who you think needs to hear this. Until next time, don't forget to think deeper. Thank you. Very good. Thank you, my love.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage for the live series part 2, Chelsee Healey.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's going to be great.
Hi, guys. I've got a dry mouth. I'm really nervous.
Only Chelsee Healey would do a Michael Jackson dance to the stage.
Yeah.
I think she deserves a round of applause just for that. She does. Incredible woman that you are. Okay, Lily. Five minutes to what? It's all right, we're all friends here, it's okay. Okay, no problem, yeah? Has everyone done the journals?
Again, I'll do it like it's spoken word, innit? So I'm 30 now, so this came from that basically. And it starts off, I look at this different now, I'm the big 3-0. Came this way, this a start again. Foundation up to sharpen them, it's so SPR and a marker pen. I say everything for a reason, more time, now I can't argue when. Them times I believe I'm the best, man, I wake up surely blessed. It's all a test. I don't even know the words of this one.
Amazing.
You know what? She filled us up with drink first as well. You know, I don't drink. Deepa knows I don't drink. I've had too many drinks out there.
Yes.
I'm better than what I just
You're
did.
only meant to have one
Well
drink.
done.
What do you mean? Thank you.
That's me.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you. He's like, okay. Isn't he great just to do that? Yeah, he is. He's amazing. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. Okay, on with the show. We like to throw these curveballs. Are you a little bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, just don't get me rapping.
It's all right, because if you rap, I have to rap and I'm bobbins at rapping, so we definitely won't be doing that. Okay.
Quiet on set, please. Sound. Cameras ready. Live stream ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Welcome back to our live series of the Think Deeper podcast. In this episode, please welcome actress, television personality, entrepreneur, and proud Manchester woman, Chelsee Healey.
Thank you.
From becoming one of Waterloo Road's most memorable faces to Casualty Hollyoaks, the final of Strictly Come Dancing, woo, and now returning to where it all began, Chelsee has spent much of her life growing up in front of the nation. Bold, glamorous, unapologetically herself on the outside, her journey, however, has also held battles that were not always visible. Welcome to the show, Chelsee.
Thank you for having me, Deep.
So, here we go.
I'm
I'm
very
gonna play
nervous,
this.
guys. Do you know what I was just saying? Like, I like, like being in front of people. I'm so insecure unless I'm playing a character. So this for me is very daunting, guys. So bear with me. Got
Interesting.
shaky legs. I'm dead nervous, but we'll get through
You're
it.
going to be great. All right, let's go. All right, Chelsea, pick your first word.
Okay, right. Can I give it a bit of a shuffle?
Yeah, you can give it a shuffle.
Let's shuffle it. Oh,
Not doing a
sugar.
lottery draw here, by the way.
I know, I wish it was. I'm skint. oh, shadow. Shadow.
Can we talk about boundaries that you
Yes.
have to set
Yeah.
when you are protecting someone
Mm.
or you are supporting someone and the lines blur and you then have to learn to protect yourself? You've been in a couple of situations, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Would you care to indulge our intimate audience here with some of those?
As in protecting family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel within this industry, things can get written about personal life, which I hate. I never put anything out there other than things on like social media, but it's never sharing like my personal life. There can be some really bad mind people in this world that would like to sell stories without knowing the full facts.
Can you share some of those situations with us that you were not best pleased about?
As in,
Anything that you think is worth for people to learn from, really? One situation that you were like, are you kidding me? This cannot be happening.
that has been out there that I didn't
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah, that
out
was not
there.
true.
That was not true. I need to have a little think about this, Deeps. There's a lot of shit that isn't true.
Let's give us some examples of some of that shit that's not true.
I think being shown in a light that you are not, bad parenting. My world revolves around my girls and certain things that people would say that wasn't true. Something that me and my partner have been through that was shit, but he is the best person in the world and he's a good man. And, you know, they don't talk about the good that people have done as far as...
Well, they don't sell they don't
No,
sell headlines, do
people
they?
just want to hear the bad stuff, but that doesn't define someone as a person, if that makes sense. So there'll be things that are in the press about my partner. I hope I
Like
don't-
what?
I hope he doesn't mind me saying.
He won't, we're all
He went
friends
to
here.
jail, but it never said that he served 12 years in the Marines, you know, things like that. And it was something that happened, and I will never judge anyone, and no one knew him or his background, and he went in for a short stint, and he's the best person, and he's the purest, and he's a hard worker, and his resume says that, you know. He fought 12 years for our country, and he was very high up within the Marines, but the press just like to say what happened, what he was in for, and, you know, that kind of fell on me, but I know the man that he is, and I will support him till the end, and he's a good man, and he's an amazing dad.
How did that affect the two of you? Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And I wouldn't change him. He's amazing, and I think it's always about, I don't want to get upset, but that year that he wasn't here, we really struggled, you know. He's like the backbone of our family, and he's the best dad, and he'd do anything for us. But, you know, people like to judge on just seeing what's written, whereas they don't know what kind of man he is and how he's turned it around, and he's the best partner, and he's a fucking grafter, and he will back us until the end.
And I've met him, and he is amazing.
He's a good one, and if you've got him in your corner, you're good, you know.
And was it
But yeah.
because he was a good man that you survived it?
For
Because
sure.
it could have gone the other way, couldn't it?
It
really?
could have, I think.
Did it at any point?
I never had doubts about him. I'm a loyal woman, and he is our world. But it could have gone the other way. There was days I broke down at least 5 times a week with the girls. I'm like, I can't do this on my own. But I done it, and you know what? I'm so proud of myself. And
You should be.
I feel like, you know, when your partner isn't there, when he is such a rock within the family, he does so much. Like, I don't even think that I done one night feed when our daughter was born. I didn't do one night feed because he's so regimental, and he's up and he does what he's got to do, and he let me sleep.
You needed your beauty
And
sleep.
I needed my beauty sleep. But yeah, it's amazing. It could have gone the other way, but it didn't, because our love is different, and I will stand by him, and he's there for me, and he's the most amazing dad. And whatever is written, we know who he is, and, you know, and that's all that matters.
Love that, Chelsea. Love
Yeah.
that for you.
I didn't want to get upset. What have you done
That's
to me, Deeps?
I mean, you know, this is it. It's about openness. It's about honesty.
And I've never talked about that either.
Oh, well.
They've asked for interviews and I've always said no. But I like to be able to open up in a space where I feel comfortable, and, you know, so yeah.
I love that, and thank you, and we
you.
appreciate that, because
Thank
that's
you.
what's really important. That is what the podcast is about, and we love a Think Deeper first. So I'm really happy that that happened. Chelsea, let's just, coming out of the shadow, you know,
Yeah.
you've obviously stepped into the light. Like, talk about rags.
Yes, so I own a clothing brand with my sister.
Are you wearing it today, by the way?
No, but I might copy it.
Yeah.
No, this is the Couture Club, but it's amazing. But no, this isn't mine, unfortunately. But yeah, it's beautiful, comfy, but I'm having a notin', so
It is hot in
I'm
here.
sweating.
Yeah. Apologise for that, guys. Amazing. Let's pick your
Yes.
next word.
Oh, that was lovely. I actually enjoyed that.
Oh, thank
I was
you.
so nervous. Do I do the spinner?
Just pick a word
Okay.
from there. The spinny. Is that
yeah,
a technical
is that
term?
one of them.
It's a technical term, isn't it?
Right, oh bloody
stuck
Nora.
together.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Deepa.
No, you're right.
Causing a bloody ruckus. They're stuck together. Can you have both of them?
Let's pick one. No, you can have both of them, but one at a time. Let's do enough, because this is
Yeah.
a nice one. So, at what point in your life, because you have openly talked about, I don't want to make you cry again, but you've openly talked about, you know, your insecurity when you were younger, and you
Yeah.
tried to change how you looked.
Yeah.
At what point did that change for you, where you began to believe in yourself? Because you're such a beautiful human being.
Yeah, and again, that's going back to when I felt really secure in a relationship, and he made me feel validated and that I didn't need to impress anyone. It was definitely, I don't think that I used to go out without makeup. I know I've got a full slap on today, but honestly, I
We've
thought
all
I'd try
got
and
that
make
on
a bit of
today,
an
don't worry.
effort. But I never used to go out without makeup, whereas now, what am I like, Ed? I will not wear a scrap day to day. And
Love
it's
it.
like, yeah. But I just found my confidence, when I felt secure in myself. I felt that I was enough. I've struggled with bad relationships growing up and, not being treated the best. And it was when I found that great partner. He's a bit of a twat sometimes, guys. He's not all good, but no, just
I'm
feeling.
going to have to put bleepers all the way
Sorry.
through this episode.
I've only sworn once, though, haven't I?
Well, twice now, including
Sorry.
this one. No, it's all right. We can't be open and honest if you're not going to be your
No,
authentic
and
self.
that is
so-
really good for me, Deepa.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
good. So you've got two beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
Just talking about this
Yeah.
whole situation. Cookie and
Coco.
Coco. How has motherhood changed? Because it's a big part of your life. You talk about it to me. You're so
yeah.
proud of being a mom.
Yeah.
How do you now speak to yourself differently because of you being a mom?
I think becoming a mum literally shocked me because I can't even look after myself. But just knowing that I'm doing an amazing job. And when I was younger, kids were never on my radar. And then when I got older, it happened. And I think after Coco, I was kind of done. I was happy with me and her. And then I met my...
Coco is a character.
She's so
wow.
sassy, guys,
She's
honestly.
so sassy. She's brilliant.
Yeah, and then I thought I was done. And then I met, obviously, my partner. And I thought, no, it'd be gorgeous to have more. It'd be gorgeous to have another one. And I don't think I'm stopping here, guys.
Oh,
You're getting it tonight.
you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I just think I've found my calling. I think being a mum, I've really come into my own, and it is actually something that I'm good at. I feel I like the chaos.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'm honestly like I'm bouncing off the walls 24/7. So
Really?
I need to
Wouldn't
be
believe
busy.
that for a second.
Well, I need to be busy, and the kids, they are like my safe space. When I was
Have they give you a
younger,
purpose?
They 100%. But when I was younger, I used to go out. I was out a lot, guys, and having my daughters is just
You mean out partying?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Messy partying?
Yeah. But no, now I've completely done a 360 Deepa.
Yeah. Now you have dinners in Soho House, I know.
But you're all Lisa getting me in. But no, I just feel like a night in with the girls, and they're just my safe space. They don't judge you, they love you regardless, and yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you have obviously Ed's beautiful influence on them as well, which is must be great.
Yeah.
I'm interested when your daughters one day will hear that you're just like your mom. How's that going to make you feel?
Great. What an achievement. They'll be so lucky. Like, it's just too...
What are they going to refer to when they hear that, do you think? If someone said that to them,
they'll probably
what
be
will they say?
embarrassed, to be honest.
But what do you think they mean? When someone says, oh, you're just like your mum,
Strong,
Cookie.
resilient,
Yeah.
never stops, hardworking. Yeah.
Love that. Let's pick another word.
Yeah. Ooh.
Homecoming.
No, can we pick another one?
No, we're doing homecoming. You can't pick and choose.
Sorry.
You can't pick and choose what you want. It's not how it works.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so homecoming.
Yeah.
Where is home for you? Is it a person? Is it is it a place? Is it a thing?
It's people. It's the people that
Is
mean
it
the most to me.
you not performing anymore?
I have had this conversation. Yeah. Do you know what? There was a time when I didn't want to be in the industry, but that is just with everything that it brings. But then I have started a new job, back to Waterloo Road, and that feels like home.
It's a really good segue. I was about to say just that.
Yeah.
But is it a 360 for you, or are you looking back at your younger self? Because it was a while ago, wasn't it? There's a gap between.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Say that again.
Are you looking at your younger self going back
Yeah.
to Waterloo Road?
Maybe. I feel like because I was in a certain job for so long, which was amazing, but I felt like I'd go into work that day and I'd just have like lines here and there. Whereas I've gone back to Waterloo Road and I feel like I'm getting challenged. I don't feel like I've acted in so long. And I feel like the storylines and everything that they're giving me is amazing, and it's giving me something to focus on, get stuck into and challenge myself again. So I feel like that fire has kind of been relit.
Amazing. You're a proud Manc like myself.
Yeah.
And I know that's remained like high on your priorities and like it's part of your identity.
Yeah.
What do you think Manchester has given you that fame never could?
Oh, everyone's just dead friendly. I think community. I think it's just good vibes. Well, no, actually, it's bad vibes. But, I don't know. I'm just proud to be Manc. I don't know. And a support sitter. Not everyone does, do they? Way!
Well, we didn't do our due diligence there. did we?
Up the blues, but no. Yeah, I'm just proud to be Manc. This feels like home.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I go away or I'm working or I'm always happy to get back.
Amazing. I do
Yeah.
feel like that about Manchester as
Yeah.
well, to be fair. And I love the fact that it's growing so much. Let's pick another word.
Okay.
Watching Manchester grow is
Yeah.
very heartwarming.
Everything is here now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, caption.
Caption. So, when I kind of thought about caption, you know, what caption has been written under your name that never really told the full story? This is just about you now, not
Okay.
anybody else.
Can you explain that to me?
So when we talk about, you know, there's always captions of things. If you could write your own caption,
Okay.
what would you write?
I would write, she's grown up. She is resilient, she's strong, she's a good mother, and she's caring. She loves a lot, yeah. Do you know, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I am a good person. Like, my heart is in the right place. But
We believe
I
you.
just care. I'm passionate. I'm an empath. Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of alluded very slightly earlier on that, you know, you were in your party days and you were doing what you were doing. If that younger self was now listening to you,
She'd be saying, Chelsea, sort your head out, get back out there. No, she wouldn't. She'd be proud.
she'd be proud. wouldn't she?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's pick a
Yeah.
word.
Mirror. Ooh.
So when you look in the mirror,
Yeah.
what do you see? Do
Oh.
you see other people's opinions? What do you see?
No, I don't. I feel like I'm at an age now, I have dealt with it, of people's opinions of me, you know, looking at me and making assumptions or how I look and stuff. And I feel like I've grown so much, and again, from becoming a mum, that I am so thick-skinned. You can say anything to me and it'll go in one ear and out the other. I think those that know me know who I am, and that's all that matters.
That's such a powerful thing to say.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like you believe it.
Yeah.
You're not kind of saying it just for the sake of saying it.
No.
I really feel like you believe that, and that's beautiful.
It's took
Beautiful
a
to see.
while, Deepa, but we're here now.
When you're an actress, I'm really interested, because obviously you have to go into full character.
Yeah.
Does that change how you see yourself in the mirror?
I prefer being in character.
Are you in character now?
I'm in
All
no,
right,
I'm
just
me.
checking,
No.
just checking.
No.
Why do you prefer, is that a form of escapism?
I think it's maybe just a little bit of it just worries me.
What worries you?
I like to play someone else on TV rather than come and be myself and speak. It's just quite daunting. But I've really enjoyed it.
Are you
No,
sure?
I have. Yeah, no.
But I'm trying to understand that, because, you know, you sitting here, the person we see is very sure,
Yeah.
is, you know, believes in herself. why would you then want to be in character? But people love you for who you are,
Yeah.
with you as your authentic self.
Maybe
So
it's
what-
just a defense over the years and being liked and being not liked. And it's always easier to play someone else than
Yeah.
be yourself in front of X amount of people.
Because the other thing is, like, when we look at the industry, there's so much judgment around people's bodies, people's faces, how much work they've had done, how quickly they're aging or not aging in some cases with all the stuff now that's available on the market. How difficult is that for you to be comfortable in your own skin then? Because you were around it a lot from a very young age. You were exposed to it for a very long time.
I don't know.
Was it
For-
tough?
Yeah, it was real. Like, I used to get slated for how I looked, and that is definitely like.
Why though? What were they slating
I
you
used to
for?
get called Baby Hippo on Strictly. They used to call
Baby
me
Hippo?
Baby Hippo, yeah,
Why?
because I was a bit bigger back then.
Oh.
But
Okay.
yeah, I don't care. But it's you are who you are, and it doesn't matter like how you look and whatnot. But certain things can stick with you. But I feel like I've just grown so much that whatever anyone says, it just. Yeah.
Well, beauty on the inside is far more important than beauty on the
100%,
outside,
yeah.
and you've got both. So
Oh,
congratulations,
no.
you are amazing. Let's pick. I feel like it might be the final
There's
word.
none left.
That's because you've thrown something out somewhere. The last one was absence. I don't know where it's gone. Anyway, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what the final word is. My show, my rules. Absence. What absence has been the biggest presence in your life?
What does that mean?
You lost your father when you were young.
Oh, God, no, don't start me off again. Do you know what's really funny? I actually Googled, I never knew how old he was. I Googled him the other day, didn't I, to see, because my mum can still not speak about it till this day. He was like the love of her life, and I don't want to ask questions because it's still
Raw.
a lot, yeah. And I Googled how old he was the other day when he died, when he passed away. So my dad, he had pancreatitis, and they said to him, you need to stop drinking. And we went over to Ibiza, and he carried on drinking, and he passed away while we was in Ibiza. But he was 27. I never knew that, and he was so young.
27?
27, yeah. So, yeah, it's shit, but it's a lot.
Do you think that
I just can't believe how old he was when he passed. I didn't realise he
Yeah.
was that young.
is that because because obviously you didn't talk about it?
Denial,
but-
I don't want to look.
Yeah.
I think sometimes for me, what I don't know doesn't hurt me, you
Yeah,
know?
ignorance is
And
better.
I don't never want to ask my mum because, yeah.
It's still too painful
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
Just talking about the fact that you didn't have your father, how did that affect you as a woman, though, growing up? Did it affect you? When we look at things like reassurance,
I think
and security and love.
I think some of my past behaviour would maybe say, yes, it did affect me. But in my head, I'm like, no, it hasn't. I've done okay. I've gotten through it. I don't carry that. But my
when were some of
therapist-
those moments when you might have realised that?
Maybe when I was acting out at school, when I got expelled. Yeah. I was a bit of an headache for my mum, and I think that was just a teenager that was hurting, that was kind of,
Crying out a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
that's okay.
One last painful moment, but I feel like it's something that we should touch on. Obviously, when you were on Dancing on Ice.
Oh no, fuck that. Don't talk to me about that. Bloody hell, I was out first. No, we need to talk about Strictly.
We
I
need to
done
talk
well
about
on that one.
No, but we will talk about Strictly. Of course we will. But I think the messaging is quite poignant because
Oh,
we're talking about
yeah.
absence. And you obviously suffered a miscarriage
Yes.
at that time.
Yeah.
But what has that, because I feel like that's all built your character to who you are today,
Yeah.
which is so motivational for people that are in this room and that are online watching this show currently.
Yeah.
What did that experience teach you about pain?
Ooh, that I don't know. I kind of look at things like some things are just not meant to be. I felt like that whole period was just not a good time. Yeah. Yeah.
But people do go through that, and I think it's important to be able to share those moments of pain so that other people know what
Yeah.
they could do.
Yeah. I just think having someone there to talk to, yeah, I felt quite alone then. Yeah.
Is that because you didn't have anybody, or
He was away at that time, but I didn't know I was pregnant and I fainted on the ice. And yeah, that's how we kind of gathered that. But I just feel like God's timing is everything. I feel like just then, I don't think that I would have been able to deal with that, with the amount of shit that I had going on at that time and in my head. And I just think God's timing is everything.
how did you get out of it? What was your self-talk at the time? Can you remember?
My girls got
kept
me
you
out of
going?
it. Yeah. Not
Aw.
that ice anyway. I hated it, but no, my girls, and just always knowing how blessed you are, to have babies and children. And I always think as well, if I was to throw my problems in the air, I'd always be glad to catch my own, because there's so many people going through such, like
So much stuff.
so much pain and
Yeah.
losing people, and yeah.
And that's why I think it's really important that we are able to talk about this.
Yeah.
And we are able to share in an environment where people connect on
Yeah.
that level. Because once again, somebody somewhere in this room will have experienced some sense of
Yeah.
absence, loss.
Yeah.
It might be a different example,
Yeah.
but the pain is still the same.
Yeah.
What you have to do to come out of that is
Yeah.
still needed. So
Yeah.
I think, and that's why I kind of poked you a bit on
No,
it.
yeah.
And thank you for being
Yeah.
so authentic with that, and saying what you felt you could and be comfortable
Yeah.
to say. You also got to the final of Strictly, so let's have that's a huge win. And she actually was incredible.
I
Because
can't
you were-
dance now. It's
you-
been so long.
But you actually were going to be, that was what you loved doing, wasn't it? Dancing
wanted
was
to
your
be a
first passion. It
dancer.
wasn't acting,
Yeah.
was it?
So how lucky am I to be able to be an actress, but be able to experience a job like that where I could do something that I was so passionate about.
Yeah. And you did get the first 40 for a...
Paso
Doble.
Doble. That's not
That's the
on
first-
YouTube now. They've took that down.
Oh, why have they done that?
No.
How dare they?
I know, yeah. But no, that was probably my worst dance as well. I didn't like it.
But you got full marks. Apparently,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah.
the only... You're still the only person that got 40
Yeah.
marks on that particular dance
Really?
type.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
There you go. Full of knowledge. Anyway, thank you,
Thank
Chelsea, so
you.
much. We are now going to turn to the audience and to you at home. It's now your turn to do your final journal. I'm hoping that you have been inspired by Chelsea and her story, and you are able to answer some of these questions. So tonight, Chelsea's story has shown us that the strongest people are not the ones who never struggle, but they're actually the ones who continue to meet themselves honestly through every label, loss, and new beginning. So think about what you may have wrote in your journal tonight. Leave tonight remembering this. You are allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to choose yourself. You're allowed to come home to a version of you that no longer needs to perform, apologize, or prove that you are worthy. You do not need to become somebody else to begin again. You simply have to stop abandoning the person you already are. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special Think Deeper podcast live episode with the amazing Chelsee Healey. Let us know in the comments which of tonight's 6 words stayed with you, and please like, subscribe for the episode and the channel, and share it with somebody who you feel needs the reminder that their story is still theirs to rewrite. Until next time, are you ready to think deeper?